Let's talk about addictions and getting rid of your old and weaker self. Look, the truth is that we all have something that likes to pull us back to our old and weaker selves. If you've been through a journey of improvement and consistent bettering of yourself, it's very likely that there is something way back that's still pulling you. And the fact is that you have to get rid of that completely in order to really take your success to the next level. There is no other way around it. If you keep going back to your old habits, you will not be able to become the best that you can be. You will not be able to achieve all that you potentially could. And if you are settling for going back and falling back into your bad old habits, it's very likely that you won't be that successful. So you have to realize that you're making a decision there no matter what. You're making a decision whether you think you're just going with your urges, you're still making a decision for the weaker side of things. And realize that you really have to conquer these old habits, these addictions. You have to get completely rid of them in order to really take yourself and what you're doing to the next level. Oftentimes it is the lost chain that we get rid of. It is the lost chain that might be holding you back right now from really taking what you do to the next level. Realize that when you do any of these old bad habits, or when you let yourself slip back, you are not making any progress and you're not getting anything good out of it. It might be some temporary good emotions, but most of the time they very quickly turn into negative emotions because you know that you are messing yourself up. So regardless of what you've been through or where you have come from, you need to understand that these things are not supporting you in the current moment, and you have to let go of them completely in order to really become free. And in order to have the freedom and success that you desire, you have to first let go of the old and weak you. If you try to bring your old and weaker self to new opportunities that are on a whole different level, you will not be able to make the most out of them, and most likely you will completely fail. And it's simply miserable if you would let your old and weak self come in and ruin your current amazing growth and progression. You cannot let that happen to you. If you focus enough on what you're doing, on what matters to you, these issues, these problems, this past old and weaker you will stop bothering you. Now it takes time, it takes energy, and most people are not willing to do that because they would rather give in to the current urge instead of do the hard work that it takes, that is required in order to completely get rid of it. And even though it serves you in the long term, you know that it might be hard to do it right now because the urge is so strong, but you have to just stick to it and go with what you know is right and not give in no matter what. Let go of your old self, let go of the weak you, because it's not going to help you, it's not going to move you forward, and it's definitely not going to get you to where you want to be.